Hi, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to today's edition of Community Sparklers. I have been hosting this sparkling event with ladies and people in the community that are out doing good works. They're making a difference and they're helping people sparkle. Our sparkle starts from the inside and works its way out, so it's very important that we continue to foster that within ourselves and then with others. And so today on the show, I've invited Robyn Bouman to our program. I see her as a community sparkler for more than one reason. You're going to find out soon what that is. She is a school teacher, so she's part of our front line. She is also part of a company called BeautyCounter, and she helps me a lot. She helps me with part of my glow and a lot with my lips. Just want everybody to know my lips have a lot to do with her. Oh my gosh, today is National Kissing Day. So if you didn't know, yeah, today is National Kissing Day. So find somebody and kiss them, but make sure they belong to you.
Right.
Don't kiss strangers right now. We're trying to keep COVID-19 at bay, but you can kiss your spouse.
Right.
So, well, Robyn, thanks for being here. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm excited to be here. And you look gorgeous, by the way. Your skin looks flawless.
Well, there's some secrets on my face that I think you're going to tell people about. So we'll talk about that. And thank you very much for that. And thanks for being here. I want to talk a minute. We've had just such a strange situation as a world where suddenly we find ourselves kind of being indoors with our loved ones a lot. Our entire system of our schedules and routines, everything's been rearranged. We have new routines. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about routines, but I really was curious, how is it going in the teaching world right now? What grades do you teach?
I teach third grade, and I've actually kind of had a blessing this year. I'm a language arts teacher, but we ended up having to dissolve on our grade level, and so we divided up into three-way split. We used to be a two-way, and so I'm just teaching reading this year, and reading is my passion because of course we need to read to do everything. And so it's been quite a different year. I have 3 classes now versus 2, so that went from 40 kids, less than 40 kids, to now I have 65 kids, right? And it's been interesting, but with this all happening and going to distance learning, it's really changed things up. It's not super easy to teach your own kids, which I could not have taught one or two. I have 3 kids actually. I could not have taught one of them for sure, but the other 2 are maybe a possibility. But once they get up higher in age, it's just different. And so learning and teaching your kids, everybody's trying to accommodate everybody's needs. If you're still working, which hopefully you are, then trying to be a teacher on top of that and a parent, which most people don't sign up for all of those at the same time. Even the teachers don't.
Well, I was talking to a girlfriend of mine. I have one that's in 8th grade and one that's in, he's sophomore. And I said, I don't even know what's going on. Like, they know what their workload is. They check into their stuff. They do it all. I don't do anything. I haven't, because they're at that age where they're self-sufficient. And I might ask what they're learning or what they're doing, but I'm not involved. But I said, boy, but if they were in a low grade, they'd have to repeat it because I couldn't even teach it to them. I'd be calling school going, sorry, they're going to be doing 3rd grade again.
No,
Because this mom can't do it.
No, it's been different, but we're actually pretty lucky because we got the first 3 quarters down. So
Yeah.
They are missing a fourth of the year, but I mean, they're pretty good. And
How are they adjusting to being on an online platform, and how was that for you, even transitioning to an online platform for your kids?
For me, it's been really different. Feedback is different. The way that they are learning, of course, is different because I'm not able to read with a small group per se right then and there while the other kids are doing their thing in the classroom. And with mine, I have a senior, my other 2, one's in college and he's in Austin, but my oldest moved back home and she's waiting for her job to start after all this. But Avery, who's the senior, she's having to do Zoom calls and do things online, which part of her schooling, they have Schoology. And so
Mm-hmm.
she's able to do that. And for me, with my kids that I'm teaching, I'm actually reading a book to them every day, which most teachers are not doing this. The dogs prefer this.
Oh,
So we read about a chapter a day, and I meet with each class individually, and other teachers are meeting once or twice a week with their kids and, doing some things. But our district is pushing out curriculum, and there's links online with videos for them to be doing that. So what I'm doing is extra, just because it's something we've done every day, is read a chapter book. So I wanted to keep some continuity with them and keep some of the same things, so they didn't feel like it was too much of a disruption. So
mm-hmm. Well, and I even know for like my own kids being older, oh, I hate school, whatever. But now they're like, I really miss school.
oh yeah.
And even in the first week, it was, I really miss their teachers. They were missing their teachers right away.
Yeah.
Y'all make a huge difference to them. And as a parent watching everybody go from normal going to school, and then it's like you slam on the brakes and change lanes, and now we have to do everything online. For a teacher to make that, and especially for the teachers that aren't used to technology, they're not used to using a computer, they're not used to social media things, going to whatever platform they're using for learning, it's a lot. It's a learning curve that was straight up, I know, for some teachers. And I just want to say thank you, because you mean a lot to us parents, and really to our students. So
That
for
means a
all
lot.
teachers. So
Well,
thanks
just
a lot.
know that we miss the kids like a lot, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing it every day. Is I found that it puts me in a better spot, seeing their faces and getting to read to them and visit with them every day. So that's for me, missing my kids.
Well, I love that, and I think to all your teacher friends, we love you too. Everybody's ready for everyone to have their things back, especially when our kids. Like my heart's been a little broken for my kids this year. It's been
Yeah.
hard. My daughter's missing some big milestones, and we've had to, and not just them, others are too. Our seniors are missing some big
Right.
milestones, and but you know what? We're all getting it together, and we're growing. And I told my daughter, I go, keep a journal, because when you're old, you'll have stories to tell.
That's the same thing I said too. I told my kids at school that too. I said, keep a journal, because this is unprecedented,
Mhm.
and hopefully it doesn't happen again.
I know that's not never happen again, but that one year that life was weird might be that story you get to tell or reflect on. So you do that, but then you also do something else, and this is how we met. We met at a little party where I was showing some jewelry, and you were showing some gorgeous makeup, which I fell in love with the lip. I don't know what it's called. I don't have it in front of me, but it's like the stain gel thing.
Right, the color intense lipstick.
Oh my gosh, like so love that. Anyway, so I thought you should come on, because one of the things we're struggling with right now at home is how to maintain a sense of ourselves, and at the same time not look like sloths, and at the same time be presentable for Zoom calls and FaceTime and house party and all the things we're doing.
It's
So
more
why don't
social media now than ever, isn't it?
It's weird. It's weird. We got on house party this weekend as a family. Have you done that?
Oh, I've been on house party. I've got a lot of friends that do it. It's fun.
It was fun. It was something different to do. And because what are we going to talk about? Well, what are you doing at home? Nothing. The same thing I've been doing for the past 30 days. So it gave us something more.
Did you guys
Um,
play the games on house party?
we did. We did like the Scrabbly one and stuff. So it was fun. It was fun. We laughed, and that's really what we needed. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so we're all on social media and differently. So, so
As a
tell us a little bit about what is BeautyCounter? How'd you get involved in it? Why should we even know about it?
well, it's funny because this is something I stumbled upon and never intended on doing. BeautyCounter, well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I told you I have 3 kids. My kids are 18, 20, and just turned 23. So they're 4.5 years apart, 3 kids in 4.5 years. And so with that being said, before I ever got pregnant, I was diagnosed with a real rare form of cancer. And it happened about 28 years ago. And it was a fluke thing. and nobody in my family had cancer before me or right away after. But I got very fortunate in the fact that I didn't have to go through chemo, I didn't have to go through radiation. It was found, it was taken care of, and it was gone.
Well,
And then my mom, 24 years ago, lost a battle with cancer. Hers, again, was another real rare type of cancer and real fast spreading. Mine was too, but I caught mine right away. And obviously she didn't make it, and which makes me sad because that's your kids' grandparents. So anyways, ours were not in any form related or anything. Mine was environmental, hers was environmental. And nobody else in my family has had cancer since. And so my cousin's son had it, but she's adopted, and so we're not blood relation, but
okay.
he had his a little over a year ago, and he's totally fine now too. So it's environmental things going on around. Well, I've always run. I'm not a fast runner by any means, but I run, I exercise, I eat well. I enjoy sugar too, unfortunately, way too much, but try to eat well. With my kids growing up, fed them organic because I saw a difference in what it did with them growing up. So here I am being careful about everything. And you think about everything you're taking in. Well, our skin is our largest organ, which people don't really think about that, which I didn't think about it. So you put something on your skin and it gets inside your bloodstream, gets inside your organs. So my friend's like, hey, she had decided to join BeautyCounter. It's an education first company, and she was an assistant principal years and years ago, and I had taught both of her kids. And so I'm like, okay, I'll try it. Well, I actually bought eye cream and concealer because I'm kind of an eye cream freak, and I love concealer because I need it desperately, and I have ever since I was little, and it's an allergy thing. So I tried it, and I was shocked because it worked. The eye cream actually worked. I have spent money on products, and I had a drawer full that didn't do anything, so you go on to the next thing. Well, the eye cream worked. It made a difference. So I started using the products and the skincare, not the makeup, but the skincare over a year. And I'm like, my skin really looks better. I get compliments on it all the time. And so I decided to try the makeup. Well, as I'm playing with makeup and putting it on in my head, I'm saying to myself, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. And I don't like the word hate. I never use it. It's like a bad word in our house. So it's going through my head. And I get home, and I actually used to wear a lot of makeup, and you had to feel it on to know that it was on. So I wore it. I got home that night. I'm like, golly, my skin, I just don't feel like I'm wearing makeup. It still looks good. It didn't need to be touched up, and I'd had it all day, and it was June. And June here in Houston is hot and humid and gross and disgusting. So makeup still looked great. And I decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and jump on board. Well, like I said, it took me a year, something I didn't intend to do, but my skin has gotten better using over, I've been with the company now for, it'll be 4 years this summer. So with that being said, with being on camera and being on Zoom calls and social media and everything as it is nowadays, we want to look good. We want to look glowy. We don't want to look dull or tired or like we just rolled out of bed. I have some kids that get on my Zoom calls. They're so funny. Hi, Miss Bowman. I just woke up. I'm like, yeah, I can tell. Glad you're here. But there's ways that you can do it super quick and super easy too. I mean, we have different bundles, but I will tell you, you can tell this right here is Dew Skin.
I'm wearing it.
And look at how flawless your skin looks.
Let me take my light down a little bit. There you go.
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
There's
That color was perfect for you.
Thanks for putting it off.
With that being said, I mean, I put dates on the back when I started. So this was from July 19th last summer, not July of 19, but actually July 19th because I knew I'd do that. So this has lasted me that long, and I still have a good bit left. I use one pump every single day. This also has brighteners in it, vitamin C and things that actually improve your skin with continued use, which is nice. So you've got SPF. It's very sheer coverage. It blurs imperfections. It's not going to cover it up like you have on heavy foundation. And there are times when we need more coverage, but for the on the daily, this is what I use every single day, unless
Okay.
I'm going somewhere else. And also, you pointed out lips, and lips are fun. I mean, I don't consider myself a lip person at all, but I have my book with me. But lip gloss, I'm not like this lip gloss right here. It's actually a really good neutral. So when you put it on, it's not sticky, not gooey. It has actual Madagascar vanilla in it, so it smells good. Like yours has peppermint in it, which I'm sure you love the peppermint.
I really like those because I do a lot of liner.
Yeah.
So I like it with the liner because it softens it up a little bit.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
you know, and then being on camera, one of the things I think people forget about when they're coming on to a recording, a Zoom or anything else, you actually need a little bit more makeup.
Oh yeah, you do.
Because you can't see you can't, the camera won't pick you up. So I was actually, I'm going to tell like a big secret on myself. I was in the kitchen not long ago, like, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. My daughter goes, "Did you fill in your eyebrows?" And I said, "Yes, I did, because I'm going to be on camera." And if I don't do a little bit on my eyebrows, I actually get washed out. Even though my eyebrows are darker, I still need a little bit of push. Or sometimes right now with you, I don't have as much, but you know, you need a little bit more blush. You have to do a little more on camera if it matters. Sometimes it doesn't matter, but I record a lot. So it matters to me. Or if you're in business, if you're dressed from the waist up in a business suit, or you know, and don't have enough makeup, you're going to get washed out with whatever you're wearing.
Well, it's important because you want to bring forward the features, like you're saying, like eyebrows. They frame your face. And cheekbones. Yeah.
So, but yeah, you're what is the one that's almost out that you showed? What is that one called?
Skin.
Dew Skin.
Yeah, so it's tinted moisturizer with sunscreen. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I can. I got that.
There
That
we
one is awesome. It goes on wonderful. I like that. I like the dewy look. I do not like to wear, Texas, you can't with how gross it gets here. I just like a light coverage because I don't like to melt. And it makes me very hot. So I actually very much like that product. So, and I love that it's good for our skins. You know,
Right.
we care so much about everything and then we blow it when it comes to our beauty products.
And it's funny too, because since I've switched over and the skincare that I used to not have any makeup on by 9 a.m. I put my makeup on at 5 in the morning. I get to school about 6:30, 6:30 when we actually have school. Now I show up to my computer right here at 9 a.m., which is kind of nice. But when I do that, my makeup actually stays on all day. But before I started using BeautyCounter skincare, my makeup would be off by 9 a.m. So it's actually, like you said, improves your skin. It makes it more normal, and it's a good foundation or a good base for your makeup to be on. And you need less makeup because, like you said, you really want to see yourself come through. And when you do makeup on camera, you still come through. People don't realize it unless they see you off camera.
Like, whoa.
Like that said, like this color right here, it's a real pretty red, but when I put it on, it doesn't look so red. And it actually, do you notice how much it wakes up my face?
It does. It gave you a good lift.
Yeah. And so just something like that is something nice too. So brows are really important. The skin being glowy is really important. If you want to fake the glow, you can use a highlighter, which is really nice. So I'm actually wearing some highlighter right now, but I don't put it on so I look like I've been beaten by Tinkerbell.
There you go.
That's not a fun look. So, well, you can actually see it on camera too. There's, I was watching, or I was on a Zoom call, and this poor girl, she had a little bit too heavy, and then she did it right on her nose. And you just want to hit where the sun's going to hit. So, and just something like that, because you want, like you said, the glow from the inside, the sparkle from the inside, that comes through when you know how to do it right.
You know, that lipstick is really pretty. Like, I can't stop looking at it. I'm like, oh, I love that. And I would have been afraid of that color because it's pretty bold in the tube.
It's frightening. And I'm not a red lipstick person,
Yeah,
but
I love red, but
I
it's
love
bold.
this one.
Mm-hmm.
And you look good with color. It brings out your eyes.
Oh, thank you.
It
Well,
really
I've
does.
had fun with this line. I've had a lot of fun with it. And like I said, I want to shine the light on other people so that they can let others know, especially right now, our businesses have very much changed. We're both in party plan businesses where we're usually, introduced to people through parties, and I'm still doing parties. I know you are too. We're doing them a little differently. We're available online.
Mhm.
But it's just a little bit more exposure because for some of us, this pays a bill or it pays for college, or it makes a car payment. Or for some people right now, this style of business is putting food on the table.
Right.
So it's just my way of letting people know a little bit more about BeautyCounter, about Robyn herself and what she's about, how you make a difference every day in what you're doing for students, and then just this little bit of extra that you're making a difference in a total other way. And it's a beautiful story.
And
So
that brought us together too, is what I love the most about it, is the wonderful women and men too, actually,
mm-hmm.
that I get to meet through my business. And even though it is just a side hustle, it's amazing. It's fulfilling. And BeautyCounter does more than just sell makeup or skincare. They're actually changing laws, which is another reason why. So the advocacy of that, there's a law for better beauty going through right now because the last one happened in 1938 when they built the Golden Gate Bridge. It's been 82 years.
My goodness.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
And it's good to be a part of something like that. So if somebody wanted, I'm going to put the links in, but if somebody's listening, where can they how should they be able to find you?
You have my information, but I'm happy to share that. I'm online, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. And right now too is a good time because BeautyCounter, for new people to BeautyCounter, they're giving 20% off. So
that's great.
Well, it's everything too, which is shocking. So the bundle it's a flawless in 5. It's 6 products that help me get ready every day. And it was a great way to change out my makeup. It's regular 190-ish, 185. It's normally 150, so it's already discounted. Then they've discounted it 20%, so you can get it for 120.
Wow,
So,
that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
so I'm more than happy, as you know, we could do a one-on-one this way. We could talk. I'm happy to drop off samples. It's fun. It's fun to get out and talk to people, especially right now. It's nice to talk to people that aren't in your 4 walls.
Well, and I think too, you're in the beauty business. I've got some other friends that are like some that are in hair and, just different things, wine. And when you can get together and we're coming together like this, or on a one-on-one or a coffee or a party style, even online, takes you out of the heaviness of our days right now.
Right.
And it can take you, we need our girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
We need encounters. We need community. And by either if it's a one-on-one consult or if it's a little party or whatever, it's that time that we can support one another, giggle a little bit, be women,
Yes.
be pretty. We enjoy being, when you feel good, you actually accomplish more. It's very strange, but you do. You've got to get up, you've got to put your makeup on, get your jewelry on, get dressed. You don't have to be up here, but just that, y'all got to get out of those pajamas sometimes. I took off my night pajamas. I'm in my day pajamas thing. It's okay sometimes. But it affects productivity, and it affects actually how you feel inside your interior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell a difference. I think yesterday, even though it was Easter, I didn't put any makeup on. I did take a shower, and I went for a really long walk. And even though I didn't have, sorry, we're all
life
at home.
Yeah.
But
COVID life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like hashtag now. No, even with that all being said, I could tell a difference how I felt. Like I was upstairs, or I kind of hibernated for part of the day yesterday because I didn't get up and get ready.
Mm-hmm.
And normally every single day I get up and I get going. I get up and get ready.
There's a lady online, and she's called Fly Lady, flylady.com,
Yeah.
FLY lady. She's a lot with like housekeeping,
Yeah.
which by the way, I could do better. But but she's like every day you do a little bit, like you turn the timer on for 10 minutes and walk around and pick up trash, or you never go to bed unless your sinks are clean.
Right. That's the one thing I remember.
Yeah, and then the other one is put your shoes on. It's like you get up in the morning and you put your shoes on. And she says it's like you get dressed all the way to your shoes. That's what it is, from your, from your head to your shoes. Because when you put your shoes on, you're ready. And I use that even in my own home, that kind of philosophy.
That's good to know because I have on slippers right now. So
Well, if I'm wearing slippers, I don't expect to get as much done as I'm wearing tennis shoes. I really, and I would love y'all's input. Do one day with slippers and one day with tennis shoes and tell me if it's different. I want to know experimentally what happens. Well, Robyn, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to post this. I'm going to put your information. I'm going to continue to wear my BeautyCounter, what's it called? Yes, skin, and of course the gloss. I love them both. I think they're fantastic products. I'm not good with names, but I love them both. So thanks again. You guys have a great day. Thanks for listening to our stories, and we'll see you next time on Community Sparklers.